Welcome to Weekly Digest, where we highlight the works of ministers of government as they push the administration's development agenda. Residents of Paramakatoy and the surrounding communities are set to benefit from improved quality of healthcare. This was made evident as Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony recommissioned the new Paramakatoy Health Center, which was retrofitted to a smart hospital.
We in the health sector and in the government, we have embarked on a project to transform the health sector in Guyana. And you would have noticed that over the last 2 years or so, we have placed a lot of emphasis, despite the challenges that we've had with COVID, we have placed a lot of emphasis on developing, strengthening, expanding the range of services that we can offer at any one of our health facilities. And here is no different, because we think that we need to expand the range of services that we can offer here.
Government has partnered with PAHO WHO to eliminate the 5 key infectious diseases from Guyana. The diseases include filaria, leprosy, chagas, leishmaniasis or Boschias. Access to healthcare is being made easier for persons living in the hinterland. Very soon, a US $97 million hinterland development program will commence to revolutionize the medical infrastructure.
We have earmarked in Cato to look at the development of a new hospital so that the people from around that area would benefit from that hospital. And we'll put in all the things that is necessary with a modern hospital. We have also looked at Letem to upgrade Letem, to upgrade Mabaruma, Maruka, and a whole host of other sites in the interior.
Residents of Region 8 will soon be able to access specialist doctors from the city with the introduction of 4 telemedicine centers this year. These centers, through technology, will provide quality healthcare services right in several remote hinterland communities.
And we'll work with the RHO to determine which sites we'll be putting this in. And this is not waiting too long, because we intend to have these sites operational within the next 2 months. So that's what we're currently working on.
Government is in the process of amending the Fisheries Act to include inland fishing. This will ensure the agriculture sector is expanded and modernized.
And I think it's very important, because when you look today at our country, we are seeing rapid transformation that is taking place in our agricultural sector. As it expanded, we try to expand it, diversify, and modernize it, and also to make it more resilient and make it more competitive.
Government has been staunch in ensuring that the country's resources benefit the people. In line with this mantra, Minister within the Ministry of Public Works, Deodat Indar, has called for the termination of a road construction contract. The contract was terminated because the work on the $87 million concrete road in Madia has been stalled for 3 years with excuses of unfavorable weather conditions and the shortage of materials.
At a policy level, we don't make joke with that. Let me explain now. So when you have a contract for a street in the neighborhood, it is meant for good. That is the first thing. The street was bad in the first place, and we're trying to do it to make it good.
Minister of Housing and Water Colin Crowell recently inspected the housing units under construction through the $600 million Lethem Housing Support Program.
$144 million for the first 48 houses. That's the investment that we're making for the materials. As a result, the first 100 houses will see over $300 million being invested.
58 residents of Region 9 have received the subsidies for the purchase of steel and cement to start constructing their homes. This is part of the $800 million Steel and Cement Initiative launched to fast-track home construction for Guyanese.
This simple intervention is a subsidy of over $13 million on this simple intervention.
Government's countrywide kite distribution exercise continued as Minister of Agriculture Zulfikar Mustafa handed out kites to children of various communities in Region 6, East Berbice quarantine.
So what we are doing, we are leaving those kites behind so that children who would have come after the distribution here this morning, they would receive their kites. So I think that I am happy to note that we are giving these kites to the children and see the happiness on their face. That's what our president wants and the government want to ensure that children enjoy.
Another kite distribution exercise saw scores of children from various communities in South Georgetown receiving kites to participate in the Easter festivities.
It's our way as a government and as a party in government of reminding people that we don't just do big things, but we care about the happiness and the well-being of everyone, including the children.
This brings us to the end of this edition of Weekly Digest. For these and other government-related information, do log on to our website, dpi.gov.gy, and our social media platforms as well. Goodbye.